Please click the subscribe button and the notification icon. It will help us a lot.
It came from the song. The Asylum Street Spankers have amazing music, and I was listening to them all the time. I would see them anytime they came to town. And this one song sort of became a cartoon in my head as I would listen to it. And I just listen to it over and over and over and just notice little instrumental quirks in it and translate that to an action. And it just became so delicious. Every time I would listen to it, I was just like, I can see it in my head. Oh. And then I got so obsessed with it that it couldn't get out of my head until I put it down on paper. And I have lots of ideas for cartoons that I want to do, of different styles, different structures, very different things. But Monkey Rag, it was an earworm that I had to get out. And I also knew that I was never going to animate the way I wanted to animate, the way I wanted to animate as a kid. Fun, cartoony nonsense. No one was going to pay me to do that. So if I ever wanted to try it, I had to do it myself. So that's why I chose to do that project at that time. It became much bigger than I initially thought it would be, but most of my projects end up being more than I can chew, but I just have to unhinge my jaw and make it through because I can't stop a project once I start because the world will end. That's kind of what's in the back of my mind. It's like, if I don't finish it, the world will end. Like the sky will come tumbling down on top of my head unless I finish Monkey Rag or cartoon characters I've had crushes on, or just no matter how stupid. So the process was anytime I had a break between gigs, be it a couple weeks or a couple days, weekends, nights, I would just work on it and work on it and work on it. And in order to keep myself motivated, I would post my pencil tests. So that's why if you look deeper in my playlist, there's Monkey Rag pencil test animation scenes 1 to 23. And anytime I would finish like 15 or 30-second chunk of it, I would just add that on to my next post. And seeing people's reaction to it and the positive comments on YouTube, which was amazing, it really kept me motivated. And I even had a couple people reach out to me saying that they loved it and wanted to help out. And that meant the world to me. It really did. Because I've sort of functioned in isolation for most of my life. Like most artists, you like drawing because you don't have to talk to people in order to draw. And that was kind of how I got through school and social situations. Like, you're never alone if you have a sketchbook, and you don't have to feel awkward or try to talk to people if you're drawing. And so having people actually break that barrier and actually communicate with me about what I was doing was a really mind-blowing thing. It just, like, I wasn't isolated anymore, and this is something that other people besides me might enjoy. And that kept me going. But Monkey Rag took all of the steam out of me, and the festival circuit took even more steam out of me because I thought I had something really special, and I wanted to give it every chance that I could give it to give it wings. And the festivals just so demoralized me. I really shouldn't have. I wish I could go back in time and just grab myself by the shoulders and say, don't do this. Just trust me. I'm from the future. I know, don't do this, and you'll be better off. But and not to scare other people away from festivals. I don't want to be like, festivals are terrible. Yeah. My point is, don't pin your hopes on them. Like, I pinned every little wish and dream and hope that I had on taking this to festivals, and when none of them came true, I was done. I was ready to just give up everything. But yeah, even when you get really low, though, you still have to keep on swimming. So I still tried to come up with other projects. I wanted to do a music video for one of my friends who has an amazing band, but I thought, getting down to it, it was just going to be another one, more of the same thing that I love to do. But in order to try and make opportunity for yourself, you have to show sort of a variety of skills. And so that's what I'm trying to do now. Just say like, well, if you don't like that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do these things. So, but I'm hoping to work those ideas into a show pitch. So I can still create that music video someday, but have somebody else pay for it, that's the dream.